recording. Let's make sure that this is connected to the Rodecaster Pro 2. And I'm doing this without any water. I'm fucking crazy. Justin, you're a goat. Bah! Oh, wait, that's a sheep. Sorry that the footage is late. Really, I am. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, Justin, I'm giving you full creative freedom. If you want to put that footage in, you can, but I'm starting the episode now. Hey, everybody, what's up? And welcome back to Unhinged with Chris Klemens. I am Chris Klemens, and I'm getting silly and goofy, apparently. No, I just always talk to Justin before I start, who's my editor, if you didn't know. But I was getting a little silly, a little goofy. But I'm excited for today's episode because I think it's going to get really funny or really bleak. So, which is not a great way to start off the podcast. But I do want to say I am filming an after show after this episode, kind of catching you up. I went to the White House. I went to Maine for a wedding. I've been, entangled in the dating world. So we're just going to get into all of that on the after show. I didn't do one last week, so we've got an extra big helping of one today. Been to a few concerts. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of update everybody on that and spill the tea. I know some people love the episodes where I'm talking about my own life, but I can't talk about my life this much. I'll lose my mind. So it's perfect for the after show. And we'll talk about the episode and everything that we talk about in it. But today's prompt that I want people to call in about is a very funny one. I hope. I hope. Now, if you can't tell by looking at me, I am a late bloomer. No, I felt very awkward in middle school, as I'm sure many, many, many people did. The only people who didn't peaked in middle school. And for that, I'm eternally grateful that wasn't me. But I want to hear awkward middle school stories, and I will kick this episode off with my very own, which sort of prompted this little extravaganza. But I was walking my dogs from my apartment to the park so that they could go potty. And I have to pass a middle school, and school was just getting let out, and we are coming back from the park. And I was in a mood, for sure. I will own that one, Your Honor. Hand on the Bible. There was a giant crowd of kids, literal kids from middle school, age 10. I'm saying that to keep in mind for what's about to fucking unfold. They're all blocking the sidewalk, and I've got my dogs. I'm in a mood, and I go, "Excuse me." Wasn't friendly, but it wasn't rude. It was just very y'all are, it was excuse me, while also saying, y'all are blocking the entire fucking sidewalk, you selfish little 10-year-olds. So I'm excuse me. And one of these little shit kids came up to my dogs and go, riling them up, scaring them, honestly. And here's the thing, that was an adult, I would have swung. I put the math together real quick that was a child because I'm across from a middle school. So I get past the crowd and I stop and I turn back and I say, "Check yourself," which honestly proud of myself for not saying "fuck you" or something to this kid. So I say, "Check yourself." And this kid screams at me down the block, "Go back to Diddy's house, N-word." That silence isn't because the microphone died. Bitch, I was gagged. I felt like I was in middle school all over again. I was like, huh? Also, how the fuck do you know what's going? You're 10. Do you even know how to read that headline? So I keep walking. I don't say anything because I'm remembering that, Chris, you're an adult who cannot fight a child. So I'm walking and I notice that one of his little buddies is following me past on the next block. He's been following me for the last block. And so he's trying to talk, and I see that he has somebody who's trying to hold him back. And I'm like, oh my God, today's the day I'm going to swing on a 10-year-old. So this kid's, "What did you say to my buddy? What did you say to my buddy? What did you say, huh? What did you say to my buddy?" And I go, "I told your buddy to check himself." And he goes, "Why don't you suck my dick, it?" Guys, I mean, even if you combine these two kids' age, they are still younger than me. I was gagged. I keep walking ignoring. He's following. His friend is holding him back. And I go, you'll thank your friend for pulling you back. And then I just kept walking. And then the kid followed me to my apartment. I obviously didn't go into my apartment, but like I did like 3 laps around the block to make sure the coast was clear. But guys, what is in the water in middle school water fountains? Because I'm quite certain it's not fucking H2O. It's like H2O. Oh my God, what is wrong with you guys? What the fuck is wrong with you? Anyways, so that is my middle school story that I am bringing to the class today. This is like literally like last week. No, maybe 2 weeks ago. Oh my God, no, last week. Oh my God. It was like literally fresh off the press. So that is my fun little middle school anecdote that I'm bringing to the classroom today. It was like actually like within the last 2 weeks. And honestly, that's not even the craziest thing that's happened to me. I really should start talking more about the shit I encounter. I'm just always so afraid to put things on the internet because the internet, scares the shit out of me. Now, before I open up the Unhinged phone lines to hear from you guys about your awkward middle school stories or memories, I want to just remind you guys to subscribe to Unhinged with Chris Klemens wherever you get your podcasts. We upload video episodes up to youtube.com/@unhinged. If video episodes are your gig, you can go check them out there, subscribe and hit the bell. Also, if you are watching on the YouTube channel, be sure to leave a comment about your awkward middle school story, as well as rating and reviewing this episode. It helps us out a ton. Like I said, we'll be doing an after show on patreon.com/Chris Klemens, and I truly believe that is all that I have to plug. Actually, nope, someone get the surge protector. I'm coming to New York on November 13th to do New York Comedy Fest. Tickets are down below. I think like the most expensive ticket is like $50, and that includes a meet and greet. So come on down to Silly Town and let's just giggle, guys. I'm really excited. It's just like the podcast in real life. There's no callers. It's you. So come on down. It's like literally been so fun. Everybody who has come to the shows has had so much fun. Okay, now without further ado, I'm opening the phone lines, which you can call in at 667-577-0807. You can check out my Instagram stories and turn on the like notifications for when I post those for when I'm recording. All right, while we wait for our first call to roll in, also I am going to share some maybe awkward stories from middle school on the after show. So there's another reason to go on over and check it out. Oh God, I'm so nervous about, what should I pick? There really are so many. Anyways, I'll think about this later because we are getting our very first call. Hello, and thank you for calling Unhinged with Chris Klemens. How are you doing, first caller?
I am good. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Now, what awkward middle school story are you hitting us with today?
Okay, girl, it's something.
I can't wait. You better not let me down here.
I promise. So before I start, I just want to say super quick. 1, I went to your LA show. You did great. Love it. Hope you do more soon. And 2, I also wanted to say I was the one that called a while back about like I got Drake tickets as like my big splurge.
Oh, yeah.
Then I realized the most I spent actually was my college tuition. Like, I totally forgot I did that.
No,
but anyway,
I would just like to say, though, 1, thank you so much for the kindness on the LA show. I told the girls that I'm coming to New York in November, so that's a little review. And then second of all, no, I'm so glad for the biggest splurge you didn't say college tuition because I was afraid that was going to be the entire episode, which, like, yeah, is the craziest splurge I've ever gone on as well, girls. But I want, like, the juicy shit. Okay. Speaking of, hit us with this middle school story.
Okay, so for preface, I am from LA, but I did live in Florida. Trigger warning, I did live in Florida.
Not the trigger warning.
Like, I moved when I was like 7. I moved back when I was like 12. So I've been back in LA for like a little over like 8 years now. So this happened when I was living there, middle school. And what happened is that like I had like predominantly white friends because, you know, Florida. And and it was mainly like the Fort Lauderdale area. So I was going to school around that area. And I was just like, I don't know what the conversation was. Like, I don't even remember like how I got into the topic, but like I had only like white friends, which is sad, which is really sad. Cause like I'm Peruvian as like my background. So
okay.
Brown, you know, and, I do remember, like, I don't know, like I said, how we got into the conversation of it, but, like, 2 of my white friends at the time, they were like, yeah, like, do you know how many people would be, like, so, like, are so jealous and are, like, would kill to have, like, brown skin like you? I was like, stop right there. Stop right there.
What grade is this?
I don't remember. It was like really long ago. That's like the only thing I can remember was really that line.
That's like a crazy middle school sentence. Like I like truly not to be like one of those like I don't see color because like I do, it's there. But like when I was younger, like it just wasn't a thing for me. So like the thought of someone saying that, I'm like, what?
Yeah, girl. I mean, that's the story really, but yeah.
Wait, but like what was that in reference to? Was that just out of pocket, out of nowhere?
I think I really don't remember the convo. That's all like from like that highlight, like that convo, like that's all I remember from it. Like I don't know, 10 plus years later, that's literally all I remember.
You remember nothing but wow, people are so jealous and would kill to have your skin tone.
Basically, I was like, oh.
Dude, middle school really should be studied. I shared a little anecdote before I opened the phone lines, and you're going to hear that and be like, yeah, okay, that tracks with the absolute derangedness happening in middle school.
Girl, yeah.
Wow, I'm so sorry that you got like hate crimed in middle school.
Yeah, it was bizarre. I don't know. It was just like, I think now that I'm remembering it, don't quote me on it, I think the conversation was like, even already darker, just like about how like we were talking about like beauty, something like that. Or like how we were kids. I didn't even know what we were talking about.
Oh my God, you guys are talking about like race and beauty standards. And when I was a kid, I was like, Jonas Brothers' new album. Fuck. You guys are like having like debate questions as conversations. I'm like, yeah, I don't think my friends and I were having these combos at age 10.
Yeah, but that was the story.
Wow.
It was very like bizarre.
It's very Florida. It's very Florida.
Very Florida coded. And that's why I never go back to that area. I just go to Miami to see family because I have family there.
That's why I don't even go to the state. So I get it, girl.
That's so fair.
No, it's everyone's like, come perform in Florida. And I was like, I'll come and perform in Florida, but I cannot die in Florida. Okay. And that's exactly what would happen if I came. So I'm out.
That's so fair.
Well, thank you for calling and sharing. I mean, this trauma, I guess.
Oh, God. I'm so dead. Well, wishing you a great rest of your Monday.
Thank you. You too. Have a good rest of your day.
You as well. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Oh my God. Guys, middle school, just like honestly, any schooling before college and even college is like a fucking fever dream. There doesn't seem to be like any boundaries. Anyways, we're getting another call. Hello, and thank you for calling Unhinged with Chris Klemens. How the hell are ya?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Now, what awkward middle school story are you calling in about?
I have so many. I was sitting here trying to think of what to tell you.
I want like the craziest, funniest, most dysfunctional, like, I want an extreme one.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, so the one I was thinking of is
Oh,
I was a cheerleader. Well, I was a dancer, like growing up. And then I did cheer in middle school because, you know, all the popular girls did cheer. They were hot, whatever.
Not you like immediately starting the phone call off with bragging that you were popular in middle school.
No.
I'm like, and you're watching Unhinged? That doesn't track.
I wanted to be that.
Oh, you were wanted. Okay, got it. Hear you.
So I joined the cheer team so that I could be.
Got it.
But because I did dance, they didn't let me be on the competition team because I couldn't make it to one practice.
Oh, because you were booked and busy with dance practice, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Got it.
So I wasn't on the competition team. Make that noted.
Okay, it's noted. Your Honor, it is so stricken.
A couple of months go by, and they have the competition, whatever. It's the weekend after the competition, like the Monday morning, and all of a sudden everybody is running around the school telling people that I have lice. And I was like, you're fucking joking me?
I already know how this started. I already know.
Girl, when I tell you was mortified, I just started bawling my eyes out in the middle of class.
No, the way that being accused of having lice in like middle school was truly like a death sentence. You might as well have like moved states, changed your fingertips, got a new identity and started the fuck over. Being accused of lice, oh my God, when lice would go around, first of all, that is a sentence, is disgusting. But when lice would go around, oh my God, did you ever have kids who like put mayo in their hair?
Mayo, no.
Oh, what? Yeah, no. Anyways, continue on with your story.
What?
We'll circle back to that.
Well, so the teacher's here, like, oh my God, this girl has lice. So they send me to the nurse's office to get my head checked with like the little wooden sticks and shit. And the nurse is checking around. They're like, yeah, no, you're good. Like, and I was like, okay. So I tried to go back to class and I'm just bawling my eyes out. And then I ended up having my parents come and pick me up. And then everybody thought that because I got picked up was because I had lice.
You were confirmed with lice. Oh, no.
So bad.
Oh, no. I would have been like, hey, Nurse Nancy, can I get a fucking written piece of paper that shows that I'm in the clear? And can you also help squash this rumor?
No, literally. Like, it was so bad. I was mortified. And then, like, this went on for like a week. Like, I went back to school the next day, obviously, because I didn't have fucking lice. And nobody would talk to me. Everybody was like running away from me and being like, ew, ew. And then, like, it was like 2 days into it. It was like the middle of the week. And then two of the girls from the cheerleading team ended up like pulling me to the side. And they were like, hey, like, it's okay. Like, you only get lice when you have clean hair. It's not dirty. Like, and they were basically like trying to like make me feel better about it.
Those bitches started the rumors.
They were the ones that actually had lice. The whole cheerleading team had lice. Somebody on the cheer team had lice, and they had a sleepover the night before the competition, and the whole cheer team had lice.
The way that I was gagged so hard that I actually almost let out a toot. Oh my God. So look at you, little Miss Dancer. You're getting saved from lice. I can't believe these girls are the ones walking around town with it.
Yeah, like all 30 of them were just like, yep, we're not saying it was us. It was her.
Oh my God, middle school is like evil like that.
Brutal.
Like, it's
so brutal.
It's crazy.
I ended up moving away a year later, but that's besides the point.
Oh my God, you're brave for have waited a year. I would have moved like the next week. Lice was like no joke in middle school. I don't know like if it was
and
just...
then having like no friends because of it.
Yeah, like no one wants to even like look at you.
I don't even have buggies. Like, what are you talking about? Like, ew.
Oh my God, that's... That is like such a, like, how old are you?
How old am I now?
Yeah.
I'm 24.
Okay. Like middle school, like I obviously don't know what middle school is like now or even when you were in middle school because I was 6 years older than you.
Middle school now is wild. My boyfriend's a middle school teacher and the shit that he comes home with, I couldn't have done it. I would not have survived.
No, that's literally why I couldn't be a teacher is because the way I would handle a situation would be very similar to how I would handle a situation with my siblings probably like 6 years ago, where it would be backhand, screaming, and then go for the jugular.
Yeah, 100%.
Wow. Well, thank you for calling in about your lice.
Thanks. I'm a little itchy thinking about it.
No, have you ever had lice?
Yeah, when I was like little, my little brother brought it home.
Oh my God. Did you have to put mayo in your hair?
It wasn't mayo, no. It was like some shit that smelled super bad, and it was like metal combs and like...
Oh my God, no.
It wasn't mayo.
Everybody...
I've never heard of mayo in the hair.
Maybe... Okay, after I get off the phone with you, I'm going to go Google if this mayo thing was like a fucking urban legend that I heard about when I was younger or like is legit. Because I'm pretty sure people like would leave because they got contracted with lice. And then they would be like, I had to do like a mayo hair mask for like 5 days. And that apparently like kills the lice or something. I really don't know. But anyways, I'm going to look into it right after this.
Yeah, of course.
Well, thank you so much for calling and I'll talk to you later.
Thank you. Have a good one. Bye.
You too. Bye. Oh my God. Lice. Guys, the way lice used to be such a fear of mine. Mayo for lice. There is little to no evidence that mayonnaise is effective for treating head lice. In fact, mayonnaise for lice can be dangerous and ineffective. Mayonnaise may temporarily make lice inactive, but it doesn't kill them. Lice eggs, also known as nits, are very strong and can remain in the hair after rinsing out the mayonnaise. I'm going to throw up. Mayonnaise can go bad quickly and can be inhaled or ingested by children, leading to food poisoning. And then the third one is just messy and time-consuming. Other home remedies for head lice, such as olive oil, petroleum jelly, tea tree oil, vinegar, and saline spray, are also not supported by scientific evidence. What? Oh my God, I didn't realize Lice was this serious. I really thought it was like, okay, go grab a jar of Hellman's out of the thing and we'll get rid of this. We'll tackle this lice infestation. I had no idea that Lice was like, oh my God, I look like a moron. This girl who I just talked to is going to be like, yeah, Chris said mayo works. Oh my God, I'm spreading misinformation that I'm further proving as misinformation, but still spreading it nonetheless. Anyways, we're getting another call, thankfully. Now, before we carry on with the rest of today's episode, I'd like to thank today's sponsor, which is Hero Bread. Now, Hero Bread reinvented the bread and buns that make things like sandwiches or burgers, etc. great. They're fluffy, they have delicious flavor and an amazing texture with no net carbs, 0 grams of sugar, and fewer calories, plus protein and fiber. And now, oh my God, you can try their sweet melt-in-your-mouth Hawaiian rolls, which are my mom's personal favorite. She literally steals them anytime I get a delivery. If anything, she likes the taste of Hero Bread Hawaiian rolls more than actual Hawaiian rolls. All right, little life hack, using the Hawaiian rolls as a burger bun, guys, is game changing. I know I mentioned it earlier, but oh my God, the texture of Hero Bread is almost hard to tell the difference between like normal bread. On top of all of that, to me, I love just the nutritional aspects of Hero Bread. I think if you're able to eat bread and get some fiber and protein out of it that you wouldn't be getting otherwise, that to me is efficiency at its best. And I don't feel like you're sacrificing the taste and texture of normal bread with Hero Bread. Now with Hero Bread, there is something for every craving, including sliced bread loaves, buns, and tortillas, as well as their mouth-watering limited edition bakes like the popular 2-gram net carb Hero Croissant. So if you're looking to get more out of your bread without compromising flavor, I cannot recommend Hero Bread enough. You can get 10% off your order at hero.co and use code unhinged at checkout. That's unhinged at HERO.co. Thank you so much, Hero Bread, for sponsoring, and let's get back to the episode. Hello, and thank you for calling Unhinged with Chris Klemens. What is up?
Oh my God, I think I'm gonna pee my pants.
Oh my God, don't pee your pants.
No, I probably shouldn't. I'm on my bed and I just made it.
Oh my God. Well, and also just besides having just made it, but like, girl, that seems like you'll have to get a new mattress and the whole 9 yards.
Whatever. It is what it is.
All right. Now, what middle school story are you calling in about today? You seem like you have a good one.
Oh, okay. So I grew up a military brat.
Okay, brat summer. Just kidding. Sorry.
Oh, no. So actually, sidebar, I, with my friends, coined the term rat girl fall. So that's what we're going with for the fall.
Okay, work. We're going with brat girl fall. Love it.
Yes.
Okay, so you were a military brat before I cut you off with the most insane, intrusive thought, but sure.
No, you're good. Okay. So I right now I live in Kansas. Gross, I know. But from second semester of 6th grade to first semester of freshman year of high school, I lived in Hawaii, which was so fun.
Okay, aloha.
So this was awkward for me because it was my first encounter with something like this, but I was running the mile in PE. This was 7th grade.
Oh my God.
Running the mile in PE, and then all of a sudden, ambulances pull up onto the hill. We had portable buildings, and I was like, oh, that's weird. Okay, whatever. And this old friend of mine was in that class, and so after the fact, I was like, hey, why were there ambulances and people going into the portable building? She goes, oh, well, so-and-so passed out in class. I was like, oh my God, I hope they're okay. And she goes, well, they found drugs in her bag. She actually OD'd. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So that was kind of just awkward for me because I was like, oh, I was just running the mile. And
girl, it was awkward for you? I think it might have been awkward for the person this happened to.
Well, yeah, probably. It was weird for me, I guess, because my parents did a very good job of being parents, of protecting my brother and I from things like that. But I was like, oh, that's so weird. There's just so many random middle school stuff that happened. I watched a girl get her braids pulled out in a fight. That was really weird.
Wait. I'm still over the middle school gym timed mile overdose. So did they survive?
Oh, yeah, they're fine.
I literally cannot with you. I'm sitting here thinking, like, Chris, what are you going to even say about this incident that involves a dead middle schooler? Oh, my God.
No, they're not dead.
Well, girl, you said they overdosed. So, like, I don't...
But, like, they got revived. That's what Narcan's for.
Okay,
Hashtag
well...
nursing school.
No, thank you. I went to photography school, so clearly I don't fucking know anything. Okay, wow. As if the timed mile isn't bad enough. It's like, then you have like an SVU episode. Okay, so then what happened with the girl in the braids?
Oh, I actually wasn't even, I saw a video of it. I was like, I think I had the flu or something. I don't know. But yeah, the fights were like just really common.
Do you know what the fight was over?
I honestly think it was like a boy. It was the stupidest thing ever.
God, I love middle school. Like, there's that movie by Bo Burnham called 8th Grade. And like that movie really is like one of the only pieces of media that I have seen that has like actually accurately portrayed that time of life.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it, but oh my God, it is.
No.
Middle school is crazy. I didn't even know like what drugs were in middle school. So the fact that you like were doing the time mile and someone overdosed is like literally when I got to like high school, people were talking about weed. And I was like, my mom has a ton of that in her yard. Like, because I was thinking of like dandelions. And I'm like, oh, totally. Yeah, I just outed my mom as being a drug lord, apparently. Like, I didn't know what even weed was in... Just for the record, I do want to clarify. My mom was not growing weed in the yard. I was referring to weeds, like the things you pull out of your garden.
Yeah.
Just want to make that abundantly clear. I can see the text coming from my mom already. You told people I had drugs in the yard? Anyways.
No, I love all the videos with your mom. Your mom is just a hoot and a holler. I love her.
My mom is a hoot and a holler indeed. I got to get that bitch back on YouTube. It's been a minute.
Oh my gosh. And then another wild story.
All right, Celine Dion. I mean, this is all really coming back to you now. Jesus Christ. I'm like, there's more?
Yeah. So, okay, this one has to do with like me personally. So we lived on base because, hello?
I'm dead that you're like, this one actually has to do with me because you've just been literally shit talking other people's gossip from middle school.
That's my favorite thing ever to do. Like, my mom knows all the gossip because I'll learn things. Like, I'll hear things from people. And I'm like, ooh, I would be an awful person if I told this to anybody else. But, like, let me tell Willow, my dog, and my mom, and then it'll be fine.
Okay, what's this middle school story that actually involves you?
Okay, so, like I said, we lived on base. And the base housing there, like, the garages aren't, like, connected to the house. So... like, there's not, you don't walk through the garage and then there's a garage door leading into your house. Okay. So I was like, oh, no, I have an assignment due tonight. Totally forgot to do it. Go into my mom's car, backpack, nowhere to be found. What? And I was like, I know for a fact I did not leave it at school, so what's going on here? So we're looking like all over the place, cannot find my stupid backpack. And then my dad goes, there's like a park down the street from our house, and my dad goes and checks the park just in case, whatever. And all of my stuff, like my binders, everything was thrown into a trash can. I was like, oh, so I like, okay, fuck me then. Everybody hates me, whatever. And so then a couple weeks go by. I bought a new backpack, by the way. A couple weeks go by, and my dad gets a call from the military police saying that they need to talk to me down at like the military police station.
They need to talk to you or to him?
Me.
Okay.
Mind you, police are scary, like as is, whatever.
No, I'm like about to turn 31 and I'm like terrified of the police still.
Yeah, the military police, that's just, awful, scary, extra scary.
Okay. I love that you're whispering. I'm like, okay.
Oh, no, I just am trying not to like scream because I can be really loud sometimes. But so get to the station and they're like, they talk to my dad, whatever. Then they bring me in and it's like two men and they're like giants, first of all. So that was just extra scary. But they go, so is this your bag? And I was like, yeah, that's my backpack. And they said, okay, so have you ever done drugs? And I was like...
You were like, no, but I know a bitch who ran the time mile and did.
Golly. No, literally. I was like, I've been taking Prozac since 5th grade. Does that count? But
Stop. Not the fucking antidepressant.
yeah, keeping them on lock.
Oh my God. Wait, so what happened?
So this girl, she was like 17 or so. So she broke into my mom's car, which I don't know how she did that because there was no evidence that anybody like forcibly broke into it unless my mom just left it unlocked. But we're living on base. Who breaks into somebody's car?
Yeah, that is off base.
Yes. So this person broke into my mom's car, took my backpack, and they were like running away, I guess. Which, honey, where are you going to go? We're on an island. We're going to go swim? Okay.
No, you ate with that one, girl. You ate with that one. Where are you going to go?
But yeah, she just had like a whole bunch of drugs, and they knew it was my backpack because I had like my middle school ID in there. And that was really scary because whenever I get nervous, I like uncontrollably laugh. Or like if I get really bad news, I'll laugh. And so I was sitting there like
You're just like
up.
giggling right now. I'm dead. That's so crazy. It's also crazy that your dad thought to check the park and then found your shit. Like, and then he looked in a trap. Like, this is all very confusing.
So, Livy, I was being bullied, okay? So there was also that.
Yeah, well, I was bullied too, so
yeah,
I understand.
So whenever you get bullied, honestly, anything goes. And like it just sucked too because I was living in paradise for 3 years and I hated it because people were mean. Like, why can't we just all be friends?
No, that I really don't understand. But then I look back and I was like, oh, I think I might have like doubled it and gave it to someone else and like bullied other people. Like, there's definitely like Facebook screenshots I found and I was like, oh, Chris, that was why. But anyways, I don't know why I'm sharing that. Thank you.
It's okay. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I guess it was like awkward, kind of not awkward. I don't know.
No, I mean, that I don't think was your fault. I think someone stole your backpack and then threw it out and then framed you for being a drug addict or a dealer or both. I don't think that that's awkward. I think like you're a victim in this.
I've got too much, like I said, Prozac in 5th grade. I've got too much anxiety. Like I tell myself, like the first time I drank underage, I came home crying and I told my mom.
Oh, wow. Okay. You are definitely going to like whatever good place there is after life because I certainly did not. I went home and said I was going to do my homework and then I pretended to read a book while I fell asleep and the book was upside down. So that is a very different story than I had with my first experience underage drinking, but that's what makes us all beautiful. Well, thank you for calling. I appreciate it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, this was the best early birthday present ever. My birthday's on Thursday.
Happy early birthday. Oh my God, that's when this episode will come out. So happy birthday.
Oh my God, wait, yes. Okay, and then my dog Willow also says hi. She loves whenever Booger and Worm are on the TV. She will like ass to grass, just stare at the TV.
Oh my God, that brings me so much joy. There's a video with Worm coming out soon, so get excited.
Oh, that's perfect. I literally will put on your videos that I know has the dogs in it whenever I leave. That way she feels like she has friends.
Yes, rack up my AdSense, baby. Thank you. Oh, God bless. Well, have a great rest of your day and happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, it is so funny when I do this podcast because people will call in and they will remind me of people that I've interviewed in New York and so if you don't know, I have a YouTube channel where I interview strangers on the street. Oh my God, if you only know me that I have a podcast, that's so insane. But that girl who just was on the phone reminded me of this one girl who was wearing like the cheetah top. Her name is Molly. She has like curly hair. She was like in maybe the second or third most recent street interview right now. But that girl just reminded me of her, like just a never-ending supply of just comedy. I will say, though, I think in middle school, having your backpack stolen is kind of the dream. Like, that is like what we all joked about. Like, my dog ate my homework. It's like, a drug dealer stole my backpack and framed me on base, which is like kind of crazy. All right, we're getting another call. Hello, and thank you for calling Unhinged with Chris Klemens. How are you?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. What awkward middle school story are we calling in about today?
Okay, so it's not like super awkward. It's more like borderline bullying.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. So I was in like 7th grade, and I was dating this guy that was in 8th grade. He was pretty popular-ish. Like, a lot of people knew him. And one night we were like, you know, kind of like doing the nasty, but like on Snapchat. Like, you get what I mean, like trade stuff.
I mean, like, no, I don't, because when I was in 7th grade, there was no such thing as Snapchat, and also I was afraid of my body, let alone sending a picture of it to somebody. But sure, I understand where you are in this context.
Yeah, no, like, I should have been afraid of it too. But he, like, I don't know if it was an accident or what, but he had, like, posted one that he was supposed to send to me, basically. And it was, I don't know if he didn't know that he posted it, and like...
He posted it to his public story?
Yes. Yes, Chris. What the fuck?
Wait, what? That is... I mean, like, as an adult, that's a nightmare. When you're in 8th grade...
Yeah.
I can't even... I wanted to post YouTube videos in 8th grade, and I was afraid of that being on the internet. Oh, my God. Did you tell him?
Well, yeah, ended up finding out, but I was kind of getting to that because everybody told me about it, and it was like constant. Like, people would come up to me, and like they were kind of making fun of it, like, you know, size wise. So they would come up to me and like put up their pinky finger and be like, "Is this what you want?" I was in 7th grade. First of all, all of that should have been private between me and him.
Well, yes. And then second of all, why is it that it always is the woman who gets the shit for a man's bullshit?
Right. Like, what the fuck?
You know what? Like, yeah, maybe I do like a little pinky dink between the legs, okay?
All right.
Maybe I like a whole arm. Who knows? But like, for you to be getting the bullying of that?
Yeah, I can't believe that shit happened. And then the same man ended up cheating on me. And, like, I found out about it through, like, another post that I think that, like, what the fuck?
I mean, okay, he did you a service by cheating on you and you getting rid of him. Also, no wonder he was cheating on you because he had a fucking pinky between his legs.
Oh, my God. He had to cheat to get attention because it was not working with me. I know that for sure.
Oh, my God. That is a really scary experience that makes me feel really happy to be 31. I really can't imagine being in middle school with social media. I can't. That is brutal.
Yeah, I definitely somewhat learned my lesson.
What do you mean somewhat, babe? What didn't we learn here?
Honestly, I think that's it. I'm kind of like my mind, my memory is going crazy right now because I can't even believe that you fucking answered.
No, and also you just like totally relayed that level of trauma just to like the world.
I'm not gonna lie, I think that's it.
Okay,
I can't think of anything else.
No, that you gave us plenty. Thank you. Thank you for calling in, though. I appreciate you calling in. I'm so sorry that you got the brunt end of bullying for something that literally had nothing to do with you, but
of course.
I mean, if that isn't herstory.
Very much is. Thank you for answering.
Oh my God, thank you for calling, and I will talk to you soon.
All right, bye.
Bye. Guys, that is so insane. Like, I know I just said it 2 minutes ago. I cannot imagine having been in middle school with social media. I just can't get over that. That would have been like actually my 13th. I mean, that would have been like my fucking 3 through 13th reason. But I just can't fathom that. And the guy seems to have clearly been fine. He's like, oh God, men are trash from a very young age. All right, we're getting another call, and this is going to be our last one of the episodes, so buckle up. Hello, and thank you for calling Unhinged with Chris Klemens. How are you doing?
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing well. I just got back from a walk with the babies.
Oh, nice. Now, what awkward story are you calling in from middle school about?
Oh, God. I was actually just talking about this with my parents this weekend. So I was in 6th grade, and I grew up, very sheltered, and we were sitting in gym class, stretching after, class, and my gym teacher always, ended with a joke. So little me, I raised my hand,
Oh, no.
and he's like, yeah, what's your joke? And I'm like, if a quiz is a quizzical, what's a test? Yep.
That one's a classic.
So this is, 2005, 2006.
No,
So
this is like right when I must have been in middle school too, because that one spread like wildfire.
Yeah, we're just about the same age. I think I'm a month or two older than you. But, I didn't know what testicles were at that age, So my teacher, goes over to, his assistant. They call me aside and they go, Christine, do you know what you just said? I'm like, no, what? And he's like, where'd you hear that joke? I'm like, oh, one of the 8th graders told me. So fast forward, 10 years later, I bump into said gym teacher and he goes, hey, Christine, I have a joke for you. I'm like, yeah, hi, like what's going on? And he tells that joke and I'm like, oh, shit.
Honestly, that's really nice and full circle. Unless he was creepy.
No. He's, my family still knows him to this day. He's now a principal at a, yeah. Yep, so.
Wow, that was a really nice ending for this episode. You're the last caller, and that really, to me, sums up middle school, that little anecdote. Like, that, oh my God, if a quiz is a quizzical, what's a test? A testicle? Like, oh my.
I was so proud of myself.
No, I know you were. Like, I was the class clown. Like, I would always say this shit. I know how proud you were of yourself.
And I was a very shy individual back, in school. And
oh, this was your big break. And then you had to do a big breakout of timeout for saying that joke.
I didn't get in trouble because I was innocent and
you played dumb. Absolutely.
Well, I didn't play dumb. I was dumb.
Well, no. I wasn't going to just say you were dumb. I was kind of, okay, this is another successful interaction with a stranger, Chris. Thank you so much for calling in and sharing this. This was such a fun little throwback. Wow, I forgot about that. I'm trying to think of other jokes.
My mom never knew about me saying that until, I had the interaction with the teacher 10 years later.
I'm sure your mom was cracking up.
She's like, that's my daughter. Okay.
She's like, well, she's an adult now, so I can't really punish her. Well, thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, you too.
Bye.
Bye.
Ooh, just as the baby started to cry. No, thank you. All right, just like that, we have reached the end of the episode. Again, if you are watching on youtube.com/@unhinged, be sure to comment down below your awkward middle school story, or if you have a similar one, let me hear it. As always, be sure to rate and review, and I'm going to go film the after show on patreon.com/Chris Klemens, so I'll talk to you guys there, or see you next week. Bye.